saying to you?
My dad has 500 officers looking for you.
500? That seems a bit excessive.
I wanted to create a world that had nods and acknowledgments of the greater Spider-Man universe, which we all, of course, are fans of and know. But I think you should expect to see a little bit more of Norman Osborn in the future.
Do bring the Green Goblin in, will it be the classic version in the costume or the ultimate version?
Well, you're a little ahead of me. I think we got to finish with this one first.
So are you going to be back for the sequel?
We'll see. Again, I just want to finish this movie and clear it out of my system, and then we can make plans for the future.
As for deleted scenes, because I noticed there was a few scenes in the trailers and the TV spots that didn't make it into the film. So do you have any idea how much we should expect when it comes to the Blu-ray?
There'll be I think 3 or 4 deleted scenes probably. There was a scene that I really liked. There's a lot of scenes that I really like, but I wanted the movie to have a certain pace, and so it wasn't. But if it's not absolutely necessary, I didn't want to indulge myself too much. So there'll be a few deleted scenes on the DVD.
And what was it like for you to go from something like 500 Days of Summer, obviously it's a much smaller film, to now coming onto this with motion capture and 3D?
Yeah,
and
listen, I like technical stuff. I like tinkering, and I like working with people who have a technical nature, and that was a really fun and exciting part of it. But really, at the end of the day, what was the access point for me was the characters. And I think Peter Parker, as we all know, I think one of the reasons we all like Spider-Man, I'm assuming you like Spider-Man.
Yes. As long as I can remember,
yeah, that he's relatable. He's just this kid like any other kid, and I wanted to build a movie on a foundation of simple human relationships and the small little intimate details that happen between people. And the first part of the movie, I think there's a lot of that, particularly in the first half of the movie, and that's really quite similar to the emotional texture of 500 Days of Summer. But obviously there's more action and a little bit more craziness, and we didn't have a lizard in my last movie, but that is what my access point was, and that's what made it I think intuitive to do.
And you are?
He's one of Midtown Science's best and brightest.
Really?
He's second in his class.
Oh.
Second?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
I'm pretty sure.
I saw a recent interview where you said that Marc Bagley inspired a lot of the poses, because throughout the film, obviously, there's a lot of iconic looking poses, and I was wondering if there's any other artists you looked at, aside from the Ultimates.
Well, Ditko, obviously, Romita. There was a lot of, there was just picked and chose from different comics, but the Bagley art, I think, there's something lithe about that body type that I thought was really interesting, and I wanted to use as an inspiration.
Quite a lot of people would be curious about. Obviously, the Daily Bugle and Jonah Jameson weren't in this film. So again, is that something you would think maybe down the road of bringing in?
I would think so. J.K. Simmons had played such an iconic version of that, and so boisterous that it would be hard to replace that right off the bat. And I think that we didn't have enough real estate in the story to really to get that, but he is a fascinating character, obviously crucial.
The humour was a big part in this film, so again, was that another important aspect for you to?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, from the comics, my favorite thing from the comics was the wisecracks and the quips, and I wanted to make sure that came from an organic place. Like, and to me, like the movie starts off with Peter Parker getting left behind by his parents, and that creates a certain kind of character dynamic. He's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. And I like that's where the sarcasm comes from. It's like he's a little distrustful of the universe, and he has a little bit more, like, when he puts on the mask, he has a little bit more courage to have that biting wit, and that was something that I thought was exciting and new and totally in the DNA of Spider-Man.
For obviously our readers who are looking forward to the film, what would you say to them, just if you had to sell the film to them? Because I know they're all looking forward to it anyway. But
I would say try to see it in IMAX 3D, because that's the way it was designed. I think it has the best Stan Lee cameo of any Spider-Man movie, maybe any Marvel movie. Definitely. I'm just saying, I hope they enjoy it. I mean, I'm really excited to get it out in the world after working on it for so long.
Well, good luck. I'm sure it's going to be a hit, because it's absolutely fantastic.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank
you very much. Oh,
good.
Spider-Man film.
Oh, good. That's awesome to hear.
I gotta stop him. I created him. I'm gonna throw you out the window now.
What? Do you have any idea what you really are?
Peter, secrets have a cost.
Hey, Parker, you want to play football?
Too dangerous.